Okay. Gingerblades, I will have you know, I am just gay. I'm never late, though. I'm like a wizard, all right? I arrive precisely when I mean to. Also, hi. Yeah. You know it's gonna be a good week when you get 2 impromptu yap streams in a row because people are being retards. Either, you know, it's Luton 09 with his bad lore or 40k tourists acting up. But yeah, hello everyone. Hi, okay, a lot of people in chat so far. Hello. Okay, there's too many to go over. Hello everybody who is in chat and is here. Hi, how you doing? Right, hi. It's, yeah, stream time again. Oh boy, it's one of them days. We're gonna go over some Warhammer related stuff before I play some Warhammer related stuff, Space Marine 2, cause I wish to myrtlate a little bit. Oh boy. I'm still trying to recover mentally from yesterday, from that awful lore video. You know what? I was thinking about it last night. I am 99% certain, if I remember correctly, I actually finished the what was it? The Adam something video. I'm 99% certain I finished that one, but I didn't finish the Luton video. When ripping into him, like say what you will about Adam something, at least he was saying something, you know, even if what he was saying was complete dog shit. Luton could have summed up that whole video in 5 minutes and been like, I don't like the Imperium, and I don't like that they're getting new things. That upsets me. But yeah, hi everyone, hi. So yeah, again, we're gonna be going over stuff, you know, going over some community drama, namely that old little bullshit cope of the lore doesn't matter has reared its ugly head again. And on top of that, some Games Workshop related news I'm worried about. Yeah, then I'm gonna be playing Space Marine 2, because I just want to murder things. I wish to kill tonight. I wish to kill, you know, in Space Marine 2. NSA agents, I mean in a video game. So yeah, calm your ass down. Yeah, how y'all doing? How's y'all days been? Good, I hope. Hope you've been having a good day. 2 days in a row. Yeah, 2 days in a row. I know. 2 days in a row. I should really eviscerate bad lore videos more often. It's like a fun way to crash out, kinda. Even though, you know, you'd have to mentally recover from it. Like, it's a fun way to crash out. GW said pre-painted terrain. Yeah, that's the 40k news thing we'll be going over when the time comes. Appreciate the Transformers sweep when you say, yeah, no, what? Excuse me, yawning. Right. Okay, yeah, we'll go into that. All right, let's all right, you know what? Let's get right into it. How about that? How about we just get the fuck right into it? Okay. So what we're gonna go into the fine details. I would just like to point out, I think it's funny that we managed to proc the algorithm on this one. We managed to get Grok's attention on this one. So this is trending news on Twitter now, which I find funny. But okay, so okay. Let's go way back, all right? This technically all started with this guy, right? Who remembers this guy from a day or two ago? Mr. List of 40k accounts to avoid for newcomers. Remember this guy? Yeah, apparently, by the way, he unprivated the list. There's nobody on it. So, yeah, no, he was all like, oh, the list is private. The list is private, you guys. There is nobody on the list. This list is lonely. So, yeah, so this guy, you know, this guy was putting people on his, you know, okay, Alec, if I had been put on the list, I thought that shit would have been funny, all right? That shit would have been funny. I would have laughed at that shit. I would have laughed at that. I wouldn't even block the guy to remove myself from the list. I would have kept myself on it. That's free publicity, man. It's like, okay, it's like every time the weirdos and the tourists start posting Bohemond quits every hobby he joins, and they're like, and your average person does not give a fuck about all the community drama surrounding me. They're all like, who the hell's Bohemond? And then they look him up, and they look me up, and I'm just like, oh, he's just a normal dude who likes Warhammer and gets frustrated and shit. And that's understandable because it's Games Workshop, you know? As a badge of honor? Yes, as a badge of honor, actually. My Apothecary FDM print just finished at home while at work. Oh, that's cool. I hope it printed good. But yeah, so more to the point, he threw a bunch of people on here who don't deserve to be on here. Like artists, for example, for some reason, even though they don't do political shit in their posts. He threw a bunch of non-Warhammer people on, like, you know, Powder, the VTuber, you know, Grixit is a guy who reports on VTubing, Royal Surf, who's just a conservative shit poster. They were on there for some reason, even though they're not Warhammer personalities. I actually have the, one moment, everyone. I actually have a picture of some of the list from before he deleted it. Hold on. Let me adjust the media share real quick. Yeah, like this was the list before he deleted it. You know, he's got a Marzana Kurz, who's genuinely a wonderful person. She doesn't deserve to be on here. Her crime is being a woman who isn't woke, you know, and sides with normality, like that's, and is, you know, happily married. Like that's her only crime here. Sharky was on there, of course, because, you know, obviously they're gonna put Sharky on there, even though Sharky is, you know, just a retard who likes Warhammer, you know, like me. I vibe with that. I'm a retard too. We're all retards here, right? Like I said, fucking was it Grixit? I don't know why Grixit is on there, because he's not a Warhammer guy. He reports on VTubers. Like I said, the Royal Surf, I don't know why he's on there. He doesn't report on Warhammer stuff. He's a conservative shit poster. Rylanor was Rylanor, you know, the Unyielding. Again, cool guy. Just, you know, just a cool guy, because of course he put it on there. Of course he put everyone's second favorite boogeyman of the 40K community on there, you know, Arch. So of course Arch was gonna be on there. He put Powder on there, even though Powder doesn't do Warhammer either. She's just a VTuber who's drawn flack for being more right-wing. So yeah, I don't know what she's on a Warhammer list for, but like, again, that's like Grixit and Royal Surf. Like, why are they on there? They don't do Warhammer, you know? And then Chainsword, who's also a cool guy, you know? Chainsword was on there, of course. There were other people, but you get the idea. You get the idea. This is like, you know, this is like, it's all bullshit. It's all just, you know, woke pandering bullshit, you know? The usual thing you do in a community, like in a community situation, which is establish the people who aren't allowed to have voices, you know, the community shouldn't listen to, you know. It's not like the concept of fandom, which is open, you know, very open, united pretty much only by sincere love of a thing, where community is about hierarchy and cancellation, scrambling for hierarchy, knocking people off the hierarchy, you know. It's about dopamine rushes over parasocial interaction rather than, you know, legitimate love of a thing. Most people who are community figureheads do not actually love a thing. They just like it because they can get a parasocial rush from being recognized by the community. That's the difference between community and fandom at the end of the day. But, right, let's focus back up on the Twitter. Hold on, I got one moment. I gotta maximalize it again. There we go. And there we go. Right, so this guy made his little list. This guy made his little list, right? But here's the thing, though. So here's how I noticed this, right? Here's how I noticed this whole thing that was going on. So I noticed something. So heart-shaped tear fucking died. You know, the person who ran the official Woke Hammer Discord has left Twitter. Apparently, heart-shaped tear got put on the list, and the entirety of their own community, the Woke Hammer people, turned on them overnight. And then their account got deleted. They deleted their own account. They are officially gone from Twitter. I don't know if they're gonna move to Blue Sky or something. I don't know. They'll probably come back under a new name, but they were getting hounded by their own, right? But the reason I noticed this was because I noticed Chainsword's post here. And because I was trying to, find Heart-Shaped Tears post on it, and I found the account was gone. But this is the main argument, okay? This is the main argument. It was a post Heart-Shaped Tear made. Leftists eating their own, you love to see it. I mean, listen. Much like socialism throughout its entire history, leftist ideology is inherently cannibalistic. The reason you saw, say, the Nazis kill socialists first is because socialists kill other socialists before anyone else. Because they can't have competing brands of socialism. Blue Sky's a mental asylum for the criminally insane. Yeah, it is. Really is. Look, I'm crawling back when Blue Sky dies. Yeah, probably. But okay, so here's so basically, here's the crux of the thing. Heart-Shaped Tear made a post, right? And this guy, Clint Warren Davey, made a comment that, Space Marines on tabletop don't reflect Space Marines in the lore. And just to comment on that, I mean, once I began reading 40K lore, really reading it back when I was first getting into it, in the late 90s, 1998 to 2000, that era, it didn't quite hit me that Space Marines in the canon were stronger than they are on tabletop. Because again, in 1998, I was a dumb high school kid who just got into Warhammer and had never, read a book yet. In fact, that was around the time when Black Library started publishing in earnest, actually coming out with lots and lots and lots of books. So yeah, I didn't quite comprehend the lore strength of Space Marines as a newbie back in 98. But yeah, no, I eventually figured it out. But I get the misunderstanding some people might have with 40K tabletop, because you want to be able to have a Space Marine army that's more than 5 guys, 5 to 10 guys, and maybe a dreadnought. That's why you don't have cannon strength reflected on tabletop. It would be impossible to balance. Magnus the Red by himself or any Primarch would be one army, But, Heart-Shaped Tear, being the retarded tourist they are, made the following comment. The miniature war game was established first, and this is the primary Warhammer 40,000 experience. The lore is made to get you to buy miniatures to play the game. It is secondary. So, that's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. Okay, So right, Chainsword posted. So let's get to the main point. That was Heart-Shaped Tears post. You know, may they rip and piss on whatever account they make next, wherever that may be, right? But Chainsword had the following to say, which was, once again, tourists don't understand that nobody would give a shit about 40k if it wasn't for the lore. There are plenty of other war games out there with cheaper minis and better rule sets. The 40k IP is the lore because it's the main selling point. And he's absolutely right. The lore is important to any fictional world with a fandom. Exactly. That's exactly the point. Now some jumped up motherfucker decided to, wait, hold on. Where? Okay. Okay, this is Chainsword. Why did I have Chainsword's post up twice? Huh. But also, yeah, some people make good observations on this. Like, let's look at this. Let's look at this. This is also why Disney couldn't move toys for their new Star Wars movies. The lore sucks. But the lore for the original movies and prequels moved mountains of toys because the lore was great. And this guy, Steve Doesn't Talk, makes a great point. There is no way this flies off the shelf on the merit of the toy alone. It only becomes valuable because it's Admiral Akbar. There you have it. Like, okay, like I've brought this up before, right? The reason that toys are popular is because they aren't just toys. Toys are, in a sense, and this is going to sound incredibly pretentious, so bear with me, all right? Toys are the modern idols, the carved idols of the gods of modern mythology. People didn't carve like little carvings of, you know, people like Achilles, Apollo, Hercules, you know, figures of, you know, legend and myth. They didn't do this because, you know, they just wanted to. I'll carve a little figure of a soldier man. No, that's not why they did it. They did it because back then they wished to pay, you know, homage, to pay respect to figures of the mythology that defined their existence, right? Now, in our modern time, we've turned toward, you know, the one true faith of our world. You know, or you know, the people who are right have turned to the one true faith of our world, you know, and the one true God and all that. But that desire for like, you know, mythology, to represent that mythology through a form of idolatry, as it were, persists in humanity. And we see that in the collection of toys. That's why, you know, it's not just that we have stories of a great admiral named Akbar who commanded a desperate battle against, you know, his enemy and, you know, commanded his forces to victory against overwhelming odds. It's not enough to just have the stories. We also want to have the little man, the little statue to represent this hero who we admire. And that's why we have an Admiral Akbar toy. Hey, Exorin, how you doing? Me right now, actually it's Heracles. Oh, okay, well, it depends on whether you're talking Greek or Roman, all right, but you know what I mean.
Hello there.
Right? Hey, Ulysses Dragonheart, how you doing? Well, welcome to the stream. People not only love heroes, people need heroes to strive to be better. Yeah, exactly. It is proven there's a part of the brain that yearns for religion and mythology and those kind of things. There's a part of our brain that yearns for it. The existence of things like action figures is just part of our, you know, aspect of our psychology. But yeah, so that's a reason why lore matters. And the story I brought up, I brought this up again. Charza Kitsune was talking about it. The part I brought up was and I've mentioned this before on stream again earlier in another time, was the original US release of Diaclone. Where they just released it as just transforming cars and no one gave a shit. So they went back to the drawing board with it. They got Marvel writers, they got, animators, they made lore, they made a story, they made factions and embroiled in a violent civil war with one another, a machine world they came from, and their wars spilled over to Earth. They gave them names, they gave them character, they gave them stories. They made comics out of these, and then they made a cartoon out of the comics. And that was Transformers. They renamed it Transformers, and it became one of the largest toy and multimedia franchises that has ever existed. That's the power of why you give your toys lore, or why your toys are based on some kind of lore, and not just released for the sake of releasing. Every toy line that has ever failed primarily because it has never been able to capture an audience through a good story. Like, there are exceptions to that rule. I'll bring up, say, what was it? Let me think of it. In Humanoids, right? There was a toy line and a cartoon related to it called Inhumanoids back in the day. And the reason that never took off, it wasn't that the story was bad. It's that parents wouldn't let their kids watch the story because they made it way too violent and mature for the target audience, and parents didn't like that. So a lot of parents wouldn't let their kids watch the story, so a lot of kids didn't buy the toys, and it kind of flopped. But there are people who watch that show and still, to this day, think back on it fondly, even though it didn't catch on, But but still, the Transformers, the story of Transformers and how it went from a flop toy line to this massive franchise by just adding lore is the only argument you need. 40K cartoon when? I'm gonna branch off into that, my opinion on that statement really quick. Get Japan on the phone and make an anime. Just get Japan on the phone and make an anime. 40K is just anime already. It's just a lot of people who don't like anime don't want to admit it yet. All you need to know about whether 40K is anime or not, read The Emperor's Battle with Dracnian. That shit's just Sung Jin Woo fighting the Ant King, all right? It's described almost exactly the same. Or a better example, Eisenhorn's sword fight with Inquisitor Quicksauce in the second Eisenhorn book, Malleus. That's just fucking Bleach, okay? That's just fucking Bleach. And I know what some people are thinking, no, 40K can't be like weeb shit. It can't be like that. Bro, listen, I've read enough Black Library books in my life. I am 99.9% convinced a lot of people who write for Games Workshop are closet weeaboos. Especially Dan Abnett. Especially Dan Abnett. What about the sword fight between Caiaphas Cain and the Tech Marine? I'd say the better example would be the sword fight between Caiaphas Cain and a World Eater, where he's actually holding him off for a couple of blows, and then the World Eater gets his torso cored out by Jurgen with a melt-a-gun, so yeah. Right. So, Dan absolutely is. He literally put a card game into the horse horse versus the Emperor fight. I forgot about that, where the Emperor and horse are literally fighting across dimensions and realities, and one of the dimensions and alternate realities where they're fighting, they're literally playing a fucking tabletop, a card game on tabletop against each other. That was, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually brilliant writing by Abnett. But okay, back on track. Okay, here we go. Here's another great comment from, Barak Salvexar the Resolute. He makes a great point here. Nobody likes Trazyn because the Trazyn model looks cool. They like Trazyn because he's Trazyn he's bloody Trazyn the Infinite. Like, hold on. Let me find this. You know what? He absolutely out of the park comment by there. Let me find something real quick. Like, look at this old fail cast mini, okay? Like, look at this old ass, old and busted, GW fail cast resin mini. Do you think anybody would care about this if it wasn't for the absolutely top tier character that this is? With his, completely off the wall adventures of being the most obsessive collector in all of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. Do you think anybody would really care without that backstory? About this kind of goofy looking robot skeleton with a staff and a segmented cape? If Trazyn had no lore, nobody would care. Exactly. Like, if Trazyn had no lore, then when he showed up as Cadia, when he showed up at Cadia to like help out and get the planetary shield working and all that stuff, and help fight Abaddon, nobody would have been cheering for him. Nobody would have understood why this random ass alien would be helping. Instead, with lore and background, we know what we have is a guy who actually cares greatly about the galaxy surviving. I mean, that's his collection that he has to collect after all. So, in order to keep his autism sated, he helped the Imperium. So yeah, character lore matters. That's why we fucking care. But okay, so here's the thing that, this is where I got involved. This motherfucker. Actually, no, hold on. I'm gonna block him real quick and refresh this page. I want to find his response to himself because it was equally dumb. There it is. Right, so this guy had the following to say. These claims are bad and objectively false. If anything, these claims are by people who never actually play the game. The lore side of the biz is 2% of their total revenue. Licensing was like 15% and the rest is mini sales. Minis make 40K successful. It's by far their largest revenue. To which then, he had to say, I'm really just thinking these claims are just pure projection now from people who consume the lore from YouTube and TikTok and aren't actually tabletop war gamers who want to justify themselves as true fans. Like, oh, okay, so people don't love the lore, and people don't love the lore and don't actually buy into anything for it, but they love the lore so much that they're beating your ass in the QRTs. Okay. All right, buddy. Well, let's see what Maury had to say. Let's quote my man Sharky, all right? The narrative built up by the lore is what makes people invest enough to pay $70 for five box of 5 dudes instead of paying half that for other sci-fi guys from another company. So you are wrong. This has always existed for decades. So many games are cheaper than GW, but GW has always had the best looking minis. Competition has never caught up with this. Also, competitive players buy whatever the best meta is, not because of the lore. And Sharky refires back with, that's because meta players are whack and are the minority. And that's true. And that's absolutely, you know, why am I not liking this? Demiel Torrens says, it's honestly impressive how people can't comprehend something so simple like this. They're being willfully retarded at this point. Yeah, like Sharky's right, you know? He's also, by the way, he's also right about meta slaves. Like, tournament players are the minority of people who play Warhammer 40,000. Games Workshop was banking on the tournament whales to sustain their sales, but they're still the minority of players. The vast majority of people who are lore heads, the vast majority of people who actually play 40K are still lore heads. They're still big fans of the lore, and that's why they collect the armies they do. It's not about the game. Like, the game obviously has to be good, right? Well, the game has to be, you know, enjoyable on some degree, or they wouldn't play it, but they wouldn't buy the armies they do if they hadn't read about them, come to enjoy the lore for them, come to enjoy the characters. Like, it is exactly the principle of, you know, it is exactly the Transformers principle applied here. Some guy doesn't get into, you know, the Leagues of Votann. We'll go with them because they're brand fucking new. He doesn't get into the Leagues of Votann because, you know, just, you know, doesn't drop money on a playable army just because they look cool. He drops money on them because the idea of, you know, a human offshoot species that worship artificial intelligences and are born out of clone vats, who have basically an incredibly greedy anarcho-capitalistic society that will strip mine whole worlds to, like, you know, for the most minute of the rarest of resources and genocide anyone who's in their path, is really fucking cool. That's why he started this hypothetical person started a Leagues of Votann army that he now plays with on tabletop. The tournament whales make up maybe 10% of the overall Warhammer 40,000 player base. And note, this is also why Games Workshop is trying to twist back onto the casual fan and player for 11th again. Because that 10% of tournament whales can't be relied on. You have to rely on that 90% to sustain your game. Meta slaves are insanely toxic players. They are not the boon GW thought they could be. I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to meta slaves, I legit think part of the reason they were, you know, Games Workshop was perfectly okay with letting ChatGPT write the lore for 10th edition was probably because they thought if they could just pander to the tournament players, then they could stick in whatever stupid lore changes they wanted, because, well, our primary player base doesn't read the lore, or our primary customer base doesn't read the lore. And then, you know, the inevitable financial downfall of Games Workshop when they realized that, oh, hey, we can't just pander to the tournament whales anymore. We actually have to please the other 90% of our player base. Hit them. And they're like, okay, Phil Kelly, save us. And now he's directing 40K and trying to steer it back to how it was. The primary fan that keeps this world alive aren't whales. Yeah, that's my exact point. Like, while that 10% of tournament whales spends a lot of money, that 90% of the rest of everyone else spends more money. Piss them off, that's the majority of your revenue gone. I'd argue they probably got a major shock major shock when, the Custodes thing when they saw the backlash to Custodes and they realized they had to short the FOMO boxes. And they're now watching watching everything but the Venatari and the Custodian Dreadnought rot on shelves. But yeah, let's keep going. By the way, I'd like to point out, because we're talking about this T-Lark guy. I decided to make a good point about him. Let's read his profile. Came here for tech Twitter. Now just watching it burn down, I guess. Culture wars are dumb. Woke versus anti-woke is dumb. Show me your painted minis. Ah yes, he is the classic example of the centrist, air quotes, who is only ever defends the left and only ever punches right. To quote the classic Shakespearean tale of our time, he only says he's against both because it stops normal people like us from ripping him apart for it. Man, I wonder why the left hates Freeran so much. I really can't put my finger on it, I really can't put my finger on it. It's almost like everything with the demons represents them. People like that give centrists a bad name. Well, I mean, okay, there's two kinds of centrists, There's two kinds of centrists. There's the kind who are actually middle of the road moderates, like that. I like to call them moderates because it's a more fitting term. A centrist is just a person who is just inside far left, but their view of the Overton window is so fucked, they think actual moderates are right wing. That's your short fat otaku style centrist. Short fat otaku is far left, but his concept of the Overton window is so fucked. He thinks actual people in the middle are right wing and actual people who are moderate right are far right. Yeah, that's up with that, That's what's up with that. Okay, now let's get into some of the. Oh wait, hold on. I want to do something real quick. There we go. Yes, I'm playing Space Marine 2 later. That's after we talk about this stuff. Their only moral is winning. Everything else is negotiable. Yeah, no, they are actually just Hold on. What's this today? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. That's what that screen cap is. Never mind. I'm not going to need it. Right. So let's. Dev is retarded. It'd be funny if it wasn't so sad. Yeah. Retarded and trying desperately to get laid with it. Desperately to get laid by some trans e-girl porn star. Bro legit threw his entire morality out the window for that. But anyway. So this guy, Victor Jackson. Let's wait, what's this? Fuck communism and fuck fascists. Anything in extreme is bad. That is my stance. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm with Poland. I'm with Poland and their hardcore anti-socialist position of fuck communism and fuck fascism. I'm a hardcore capitalist. I'm a hardcore right-wing capitalist. I hate both forms of socialism. But, right. So this guy. So now we're gonna get into some of the Cope posts, all right? Lore matters, but it is to sell a product. The primary goal is to make money, not make stuff up. That is a means to an end. Okay. This guy, I want to know what's wrong with you. Okay, and here's the thing too. Hold on.
Metrics show that 90% of you haven't liked shared, or subscribed by this point. Consider this your chance to do just that.
Ash, I'm going to point out the irony of first of all, hi Ash. Second of all, I'm going to point out the irony of using a Johnny Silverhand to, to shill for something like that. Hold on. Ash streams too, by the way. Go give him a follow. This is a threat. It's what he deserves. Well, I mean, okay, Johnny Silverhand was kind of a shithead, but right, okay. So, this guy is saying, I love you too, hun. But right, okay, so, this guy is talking about how lore doesn't matter, but he claims to be a writer. If you believe with your whole chest that lore doesn't matter and you're a writer, don't quit your day job. Your writing ain't gonna go anywhere because you clearly don't care about it enough. If you actually believe that the lore of a setting is just secondary to sell a product, you don't view writing, including your writing, as art. You view it as a way to get rich, and you won't write good fiction writing to get rich. He goes back on the block list. All right, okay, here we go. Then this guy...
Law doesn't matter, they say as I look at my 3 custom Space Marines that I made for their law.
Yeah, no, exactly. The fact there's a setting you can put your dudes in is half the reason people make their own dudes, Their own chapters, their own regiments, their own orders, their own, their own, war bands, you name it. Don't forget to reblock that guy. I think I did. Yeah, I did.
I love capitalism, V. I love making fucking money. Fuck art and shit, bro.
Oh, hey, Nate. Hey, how you doing there? Let me get you a shout out too. Hold on. I may get bitched at that I can't send another shout out this soon. Oh, I can. Okay, go follow Nate. Go Ignatius. He streams as well. He's about to get a new upgraded computer soon, so he'll be able to play more games. Also, hey Nate. But yeah, Nate, hey Nate, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Right. So let's read what Darren Smith had to say here. All right. The lore can and will. Wait, hold on. What was it? Okay. Let's get all the context. Let's make sure I've got all the context here before I. All right. Yeah. The lore can and will change to sell more product. You can believe whatever you want, but it's ultimately a business. They have no requirement to keep their imaginary universe consistent. Which let's see. I'm gonna let that lay on the table and steam for a bit, okay? Yeah, no, legit. You couldn't even get scalpers to buy this set. Isn't there a term for keeping the rules of your world consistent? Yeah, it's called what is it? If I'm pronouncing it correct, vermicelitude? Or just internal consistency, like either or means the same thing. Means keep your setting internally consistent. That's all it means. No, Jared. Hi, no, Jared. I'm not aware of any Gundam community drama. I generally steer away from the Gundam community as a whole, mostly because I build my Gunpla, I watch my Gundams, I'll be playing Gundam Assemble. I don't really dig into the Gundam community so much because it's even more toxic than the Warhammer community. So I generally don't get involved with it that much. I just enjoy Gundam on my own terms. The forced lore for sales has always been weak. Yeah, it's a bad argument. Like, this was a huge release for Games Workshop, and it fell on its face. Like, we have the numbers. We have the numbers. We have the proof that shit's not moving off shelves. Was it the 40K Empress on Twitter did a video on it about how not only proving through evidence from the Games Workshop online store, but straight up, proof from storefronts. The female Custodes kits are not moving. They're not moving product. And the only things that, and to this day, the only things that are sold out on the GW online store for Custodes are the two units without women. Hold on. Let me, you know what? Let me get that in here. All right. I'll point this out every time. The Venatari, which, don't have women, those are selling out. And this one was sold out, the Custodian Dreadnought, but they've apparently got it back in stock now. Those are selling out. The new, this is the new kit. This is the one with the women in it. The Sentinel Guard Sodality. This is not sold out once since it came out. And I will still point out, by the way, hold on. I will point this out every time. Like every fucking time, I'll point it out. Where is it? Oh, all right, hold on. Here it is. Horus Heresy. One moment, everyone. These were the kits replaced by the new release, right? When they replaced the kits, they stopped selling them. They're still selling them. That's all you need to know. For the first time, they have not replaced the kit that is supposed to be, replaced by the new kit. They are still selling this. And this. When this is a resin mini, this is a resin miniature. They're supposed to be replacing their resin miniatures. But they're still selling this. Can we get some love for the Sisters of Battle and Silence? Listen, I want Sisters of Silence to get new shit. I'm hoping now that Games Workshop watched the female Custodes flop that they're gonna get the ball moving on that. But yeah, the new minis aren't selling. So yeah, the lore will absolutely cause a new release to sink or swim. Oh, then he had this to say. There is no yet. They will not decide anything based on 130K kit. In 5 to 7 years, it will just be accepted and no one will care. That is such cope. I'm gonna be honest, that is such cope from this guy. The reason everyone accepted Necrons and Primaris eventually was because as much as they may have protested against it at the time, the lore was good. The lore was good. The models sold. That is why everyone stopped complaining about new Necrons, or some people still complain about Primaris Marines, and they're wrong. But, that is why, generally speaking, the hate died down for both of those. The hate will never die down for female custodians. They will never be accepted. And this guy's in full cope mode as a result. All right, that's that. All right, yeah, I was gonna, the guy also responded to my announcement post for this very stream. You love to misrepresent people who disagree with you. The fluff is important that people like it. It fires the imagination, thereby spend money. GW can and will change it on their whim to drive that spending. Nothing is set and sacred forever. It is if you want to make money. It is if you want to make money. Why do you think comics fucking died? Because they stopped respecting the lore of their own comics. So yeah, the comics fucking died. Comic books as a medium in America are a dead medium. If people call a Gary Stu while ignoring Fabius Bile, who's 1000% worse, I hesitate to take their opinion on Primaris seriously. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Fabius Bile is a much worse character than Call. And honestly, it's all because of that awful Fabius Bile trilogy by Josh Reynolds, where he tried to turn him into a perfect feminist good guy, just trying to do right by women by letting them be Space Marines. God, I hate that novel trilogy. I'm so glad it's been decanonized. Remember, guys, the sequel trilogy will totally be viewed positively 10 years after the final movie's release. Yeah, exactly. Perfect example, Gingerblades. Hey, how many genuine fans of the Star Wars sequels can you name on, can you count on both your hands? And how many fingers will you have left over? I'm not talking people who just defend, the sequels for political reasons. I mean, genuine fans who liked them. Yes, but comics are for art and lore. 40K is a game first. Lore's a secondary thing. Maybe not even that. You're wrong. You are just wrong. Peter, do you want to know why 40K sells so damn well? We were over this earlier in the stream. Do you want to know why it sells so damn well? The fucking lore is why it sells so damn well. It sells so damn well because the setting it is set in, the characters within it, the battles within it are awesome. And it makes the tabletop game and the minis matter. 40K would not sell without the lore. And you want to know the other thing too? Most 40K fans these days get into tabletop second and the lore first. They'll play a video game and like the lore and realize it's a tabletop game. Be like, I want to play the tabletop game, and they'll get into the tabletop game. The tabletop game lives and dies on the lore. It sells well because it is a monopoly. That is why it sells well. Peter, are you just a bad take machine? Are you just a bad take machine who's here to get, put in your place? Is this like some kind of humiliation fetish thing for you? GW doesn't control a fucking monopoly of anything. Listen, I want GW to be brought down a couple pegs as much as the next guy, all right? Do you want to know why Games Workshop sells as well as they do? Because their competition are fucking retarded, okay? I want Games Workshop to get knocked down a couple pegs by their competition. Their competition are fucking retarded and manage to always always fuck up a sure thing. Look at Trench Crusade. Look at Star Wars Legions and the other Star Wars tabletop games. Look at War Machine and Hordes back in the day. Look at Battletech. All of these had the potential, and in fact, at some points even did, overtake 40K in terms of sales and popularity. You wanna know what happened? The companies fucked up. They fucked up hard. They fell on their face. And you wanna know what happened when that happened? Games Workshop took the lead. Games Workshop, as much as you may not want to admit it, is the only company that has been able to maintain its success streak for as long as it has, because for as much as they fuck up, for everything they do wrong, nobody has been able to sustain themselves long enough without fucking up to actually compete with them since FASA died back in the day. The only people who came close were Fantasy Flight Games with the Star Wars tabletop games, and that was riding Star Wars of all things. You wanna know what happened to that? The sequel trilogy happened. The sequel trilogy, Disney Star Wars fatigue, and also internal fuck-ups by Fantasy Flight Games and Disney with the license and printing the rules and other shit happened. They fell on their fucking face and they were beating Warhammer. So yeah, Games Workshop doesn't control a monopoly. Everyone else fucking... Thank you for the $5 super chat, St. John's Crusade.
Look at what CGL did to Battletech. They bowed down to the tourists and then totally mauled the lore/setting.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, man. Honestly, CGL, good example right there, okay? So let's talk CGL, okay? Catalyst Game Labs, the Battletech people, all right? Let's talk them. Games Workshop does a fucky wucky and does the big thing where they went after all the fan animators and fan content in order to justify Warhammer Plus, right? Catalyst Game Labs was literally poised to overtake Games Workshop in popularity. They were poised to do it. And then you wanna know what they did? Fuck up after fuck up after fuck up after woke bullshit after woke bullshit after fuck up after woke bullshit after fuck up. They shot both their fucking feet out with no one's help but their own. Games Workshop didn't come in and say, stop competing with us. Catalyst Game Labs fucked up an easy thing. And that's the story of why Games Workshop is still number one. Okay, you know what, Peter? I'm just gonna say this out loud at this point. I'm not gonna read your posts in chat anymore, because you're just repeating yourself and insisting upon your argument and insisting, and you're not actually arguing why you're right. You're just insisting the same point over and over and over again, and guess what? Your point is fucking wrong. Your point is fucking wrong. It's not on me to adjust because you have an opinion. It's on you to adjust to reality. And that's how simple it is. Anyway, moving on from this guy. Okay. Let's read this guy's tweet.
Reminder of Privateer Press, cocking up Warmahordes too.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I was playing 40K when that happened. I remember that. I remember when Warmahordes fucking died. And it should be all you need to know right now with, Games Workshop's 10th edition fuck-ups that, Warmahordes is coming back of all things. Fucking Warmahordes is getting a new life breathed into it. The issue with 40K is it changes too much, making it hard to enjoy. The world's most popular war game doesn't mean anything as it can collapse fast. Look at Wizards of the Coast and D&D shareholder meetings. Yeah, exactly. I will say, Magma, I genuinely believe, though, part of their approach to 11th is based on that. The fact that in 8, 9, 10, in, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. In 3 editions, they completely revamped the rules twice. I think part of their approach to 11th is trying to avoid doing that again. I think they realized that 10th edition completely redoing the rules again for the second time in 2 editions was a major thing. Okay, let's read. Peter, I'm not reading what you're saying. You don't have any. You have nothing more to add to this discussion. All right. Okay, let's read this guy's code. All right, this was in response to me, talking about bring up Transformers now, lore matters. It's like, what? As an example, only somewhat. As an example, 40k lore changed. It's this argument, by the way. The lore changes all the time, guys. As an example, 40k lore changes a ton over the years. That's not even getting into the different depictions at the same time. GW almost never has issues moving stock, even with retarded lore. Fem Custodes being an obvious exception, but that's more than just lore. How is that more than just lore? How is the female Custodes thing more than just lore? The whole problem with it is that it's lore. It's a lore problem. Okay, let's go back to the GW Online store real quick. Let's get some examples of minis to look at, all right? Uno momento, everyone. Okay. On their own, all, completely just on their own, right? Bad lore aside, these aren't terrible minis. These aren't terrible minis. I don't think they look that bad, There's the problem that their weapons don't have triggers. There was never, there's a problem that their weapons don't have triggers. But the models themselves aren't bad. I'm gonna be honest about the female heads. The female heads look so fucking masculine, you may as well not have female Custodes at all. This is a pretty good model. I'd never use the head on it. But then again, this is another case of, that's basically just a man with long hair, right? That's just a man with long hair. So the air quotes female part literally doesn't matter in these. They could write female Custodes out of the lore again tomorrow, and these would still be perfectly usable minis that you could say are all men. These minis aren't bad. They're not bad minis. The reason they don't sell is because of the lore, because people can't separate the lore from the mini. So yeah, this whole lore changes all the time thing, it has boob plate. They do not have boob plate. They do not have boob plate. There's no visible boob cups on those models, and I genuinely don't know why people are saying there is. So now I call them out with the whole thing, 40k lore doesn't change all the time. And okay, are you ready for him to pull? Are you ready for him to pull the classics out of his pull the classics out? You know, are you ready to get some money put in the boring 40k lore arguments jar? How could I have forgotten that Primaris were a 2nd edition change, just like the Leagues of Votann or erogenous Eldar ears? The Blood Tide, the Yanari, the New Kron, the destruction of Cadia. Erogenous Eldar ears? What the fuck is he talking about? No, legitimately, what the fuck is he talking about with erogenous Eldar ears? Yanari felt like the same. Okay. Well, I'll get into. Okay. Well, Jared, the reason that Yanari aren't brought up much anymore, the reason Yanari aren't brought up much anymore, is because basically because they were too tied to killing Slaanesh, so they had to cut that story and don't know where to go with them. That's why Yanari have gone into the background, but they still exist. They haven't been retconned, and their addition to the lore wasn't a retcon either. Xenology? Was that in Xenology? Erogenous Eldar ears? Well, in that case, he only listed 2 retcons on this, he only really listed 2 retcons then. Xenology, which got retconned, and the Blood Tide, which got retconned. He listed 2 retcons. The rest is just, you know, expanding the lore. And I don't know how to tell you this, but arguing that the lore, has expansions and moves forward means it changes all the time and you're going to lose everything. That's cope. That's just cope. And there's really nothing more to say to that. That is just cope. This guy's just some woke tourist who's probably coping. And I just say to him, thanks for proving my point. Because, yeah, that's what he did. And I also want to check this out. This is something I want to check out because according to, the Balam here, they hinted at Primaris back in 3rd edition. Cursed founding, the Giants founded a secret vault with the Imperial Eagle on it, and ultimately all information is lost because Fabius Bile shows up and attacks the installation. I'm keeping that bookmarked for later. Yeah, I want to stay on topic, so I want to stay on topic, so I'll come back to that later. All right. Yeah, no, it's like legitimately, it's such a fucking cope argument. Lore changes all the time. Good fucking God. Peter, you're outing yourself as a tourist with everything you say because there are more than 6 orders of Sisters of Battle in the galaxy, and there's way more than 6,000 Sisters of Battle. I'm going to ask you to stop now. You're very clearly emotionally compromised and angry and just throwing things out. You need to calm down, okay? And this is the last time I'm acknowledging you. You need to behave yourself. Because I'm going to be honest, you're acting like a child. You're acting like a child in my chat, and I really don't appreciate it. I'm going to ask you to now just stop typing. Don't say anything more. And let the chat go on nicely. If you can't obey that direct order, I will have to permanently hide you from talking in my channel. Because at this point, you're just being disruptive. Needs to be put in timeout. He really does, yeah. Oh, I can time him out on YouTube. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, look, I don't mind people coming into my chat, like, you know, to say shit, you know, talk about shit. I don't mind. But when you're getting all combative and just making shit up and just spewing shit out because I didn't, you know, affirm you, then you really need to reevaluate how you're typing and calm down. Right, so one moment, everyone. There's another thing we need to bring up. There's something else I want to bring up before we, well, two things actually. That's not what I wanted to look for. Here it is. Actually, you know what? No.
The weekly stratagems for Space Marine 2 this week are a fucking cakewalk.
Yeah, I saw that I saw you posted that on my Discord server earlier, Dragon Ranger. I saw you post that earlier. Like, yeah. That'll be a nice change of pace. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not gonna bring up GW's own post on the matter. A video on the matter. I'm gonna share my own post on it. I don't feel like. Here we go. Right. So here's the new thing, everyone. Pre-painted terrain. Games Workshop's now doing pre-painted terrain. Can you join my server? Right, okay. Type !Discord and an invite will come up. You're gonna have to behave yourself, though. You're gonna have to behave yourself, though, if you go there. But right, you type !Discord, that brings up an invite, and you'll be able to join then. That should work on YouTube, I think. But right. So here we go. Pre-painted terrain. This is what they're doing now. For 11th. Like the ! Discord. Not slash. But yeah, like they're doing pre-painted terrain. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the terrain looks pretty good. But I'm the thing I'm wondering with pre-made terrain. The thing I'm wondering with pre-made terrain is the quality is what comes to mind for me. Like the quality of the terrain. I do not think it's going to look this good out of the actual box. Right? I get the feeling the stuff they're advertising with is professionally painted, and what we get out of the actual box will not look this good. I'm reminded of WizKid's Clicks minis from back in the day. Those looked like genuine ass. Let me find an example. Let me find a close-up of one. No. Here we go. Oh, one moment. It's a fucking Reddit picture, because of course it fucking is. All right. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm expecting when they, you know, start shipping the pre-made terrain. Something like this is more what I think we're gonna get. WizKids just gave the BattleTech guys a PTSD trip. Yeah, I remember MechWarrior Dark Age. That shit was ass. The pre-painted terrain gives me card shop that didn't care paint vibes for the terrain. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see it out of the box before I trust the paint job they'll do, because like I said, on the left is what you saw on the your unit card when you got a WizKids HeroClix miniature, which was all pre-painted. And on the right is what came out of the box. And by the way, this is a fairly good paint job for the WizKids Clix minis. So personally, sorry. I don't trust the pre-painted terrain to have the same quality as shown in the previews. I just don't, okay? I don't trust it to have the same quality as, as what they're showing in the previews. Because, yeah. I sincerely doubt that the terrain is gonna come out of the box looking this good. Now, this is all assuming, they're not doing some kind of like automated assembly line painting system that'll do it fairly flawlessly, or some kind of color injection molding tech, like that's how Bandai Namco does it with Gunpla. But I don't really think Games Workshop, with their history of incredibly poor efficiency in their factories, knows well enough to do that. So yeah, I'm not holding out for hope for this pre-painted terrain to look good. I will say though, something I expect to happen. I fully expect that the pre-painted terrain.
The reinforcements.
Hey Denzel, how you doing? Thank you for the raid, Denzel. Welcome, Raiders. Hi, I'm Marshall Beaumont, completely non-trademarked, copyright-free Space Marine. And yeah, Denzel, if you gotta go, if you're tired, that's cool. If you want to lurk, that's also cool. But yeah, we're totally we're talking about right now Games Workshop making pre-painted terrain for Warhammer 40K. I'm the only interesting person streaming at this hour. Right, yeah, right. You're on British time. That's right. So, yeah. Hey, by the way, I'm glad you're getting your shit together in EVE Online with the combat stuff after figuring out you need drones. If you gotta hit me up for advice on EVE, just let me know. I will inform you to the best of my ability. I will just say though, I don't know shit about industry, and that's the direction you're going. But yeah, like, okay, where was I? Wait, I got super confused at your Helldivers music because I just closed the game. Like, why is the music still playing? Yeah, I have until I can get some actual, stream music of my own, I'm just using a video game music to fill the void. But I'm right. What I'm expecting to happen with this terrain, I get the feeling this is going to become the default terrain for official tournaments. You're going to have to use Games Workshop, Games Workshop pre-painted terrain. I can see that happening. It's still going to be better than the L-shaped cardboard. So that's an upside. Anything is better than the L-shaped cardboard. Oh man. So that's really it. And that's really it from the Games Workshop releases front. It's like, yeah, here we are now, pre-painted terrain. Oh, hello, your Emperor is dead, LMAO. Since moving to Land Down Under, catching these streams is easier, not gonna lie. And yeah, I have no idea what time it is in Australia, but hey, if you can catch streams, that's cool. Always appreciate that. You don't mind the pre-painted terrain. It's already a lot of work to paint up your units. People who play from home having also good painted terrain have got to be a bitch. Yeah. 1 p.m. in Australia right now. Huh. How to make your pre-painted terrain look... Okay, there's going to be people who repaint their pre-painted terrain. That's just a given, you know? That's just the nature of the hobby. How much longer till Mark IV gets a scale refresh? A scale refresh? I'm gonna be honest, that's probably the next Horus Heresy mark of Space Marine armor to get a thing done. Right, so that's, honestly, that's really that. That's really that. Okay, you know what then? We're gonna switch over to Space Marine 2. So let's close you. Hold on. I gotta check something first real quick. I had a really weird bug with Space Marine 2 last time I played it. No. All right. 7 barely counts as Horus Heresy. Yo, listen, man, listen. I guarantee you they will do a Mark 7 kit eventually. Getting sleepy as hell. Good night. Yeah, hey man, rest well, dude. There are franchises I don't follow or care much about, but I would never think about changing it, as there are people who do care. It's sad how willing some fans are to change established facts. Well, they're not fans. They're not fans. It's that simple. Yeah, Mark IV is a given. I think they'll do Mark 7 as well, just because there were some Mark 7 kits at the tail end of the Heresy, or Mark 7 armors. So, yeah, I think they're gonna do Mark 7 eventually. Have a good evening. Yeah, get some rest, dude. Get some rest, dude. Thank you for the raid. All right, one moment. But yeah, no, I can listen. I think the Mark 7 kits or Mark 7 armor appearing at the tail end of the Heresy is all the justification they need to make a Mark 7 kit for a Horus Heresy. I think they'd be dumb not to with all the nostalgia around old Marine armor. All right, let's get the game capture going, and then we'll switch over the stream on the Twitch end of things as well. Edit. Space Marine 2. Oh, Jesus. Why am I coughing all of a sudden? Oh, God, my eyes are watering. I think it's allergies. There we go. You like Marks 4, 6, and 10. You're biased toward fully sealed helmets over snout helmets. I've said it before. I'm a big fan of Marks, Marks 4 and 10. I unironically like Tacticus. Tacticus and Maximus, those are my favorites. All right, you know what? We're gonna go with my slightly scuffed-looking improvised Death Watch Tech Marine for this one. And we're gonna do the stratagems first. Lower your health, but more damage you deal. There are no pickups. Kill enemies to acquire pickups. Headshots no longer deal additional damage. All enemy health is reduced by 35%. Enemies don't enter incapacitation and cannot be executed. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a piece of piss. Yes, I am. I'm gonna do heavy bolt rifle. Wait, it's a 70% decrease? I can't do maths. Y'all know that. So 70%, Jesus. Actual just free win hours. I might, you know what? I might actually attempt the hard stratagem as well. Did I see the Mechanicus 2 is coming out? Yeah, it comes out when Skulls starts later this month. I was expecting, a Space Marine patch. I wasn't expecting a whole ass new game. This is taking a while to load. What the hell? No, this is actually taking a while to load. Like my loading bar is just stuck. Like what the? I don't want to have to restart the game. That would actually suck. I'm trying very hard to play the game, but the game don't want me to. Currently eating ice cream cake and wondering what cursed form of ice cream Hive Scum would come up with. Okay. Okay. It's like when ice cream used to be made of shellfish. But it's like the little prawn-like creatures that live in the sludge of the hive. Make sure to kill background stuff. I've never had a load times this bad. I genuinely don't know what's causing it. It says I'm waiting for Battle Brothers though. Okay.
For the Emperor, for the Omnicide.
Okay, here we go.
For the Emperor, for the Omnicide.
Sounds disgusting. Well, I mean, you wanted, you wanted Hive City ice cream. That's probably what it is. Sons of the Phoenix Tech Marine, interesting choice. Oh, he is a Sons of the Phoenix Death Watch Tech Marine. There's just no Death Watch arm yet, so I've kind of had to improvise until the Tech Marine cosmetic update hits with the next patch, at which point I'm hoping and praying I can get the Death Watch shoulder on him. But for now, I'm going just improvised blank silver shoulder pad and arm. He's supposed to be Death Watch, though. All my guys in Space Marine 2 are Death Watch. Well, for PvE, anyway. Okay, now it's loading good. We got a Black Templar and a Omega Marine? That might be a custom paint job on the other guy. Unfamiliar with Sons of the Phoenix? Can someone elaborate? They're an Ultima founding chapter, so they're all Primaris. They are supposedly Sons of Dorn. They like purple and white colors, and basically being the Space Marine equivalent of a very loud and bombastic Southern Baptist megachurch about the Emperor. Some people kind of rightly believe they're actually descendants of Fulgrim.
Reports suggest they are overwhelmed by the Tyranid swarm.
Okay, somebody didn't make it.
Rally the Cadian forces, repel the Tyranids, then disrupt the
plans at the cathedral. Seek out Major Kivar of the 22nd Company on the battlefield. Prepare.
What are the chances that Dorn is the next Primarch to return? I think they're pretty high, honestly.
We hear you, Katie. There will be a glorious.
I think it's pretty damn high, honestly.
Ultramarines, praise the Emperor. The Xenos were on us so fast. They tore right through us. Calm yourself and point us towards Major Kivar. The Xenos got him. Major Kivar is gone. You transferred command to me. I am Commander.
Oh,
Exel,
Jesus.
It is my duty to secure
You
the
fucking zorpled that guy out of existence. Alright, let's go. Is either Dorn or Vulcan totally not coping as a Salamanders fan? I'm gonna be honest, it should be, just because we've got, you know, the tease of Perturabo's return now as a mini, they need to do, they need to do Dorn. They need to do Dorn next. They gotta have the rivalry. Having Dorn pop up after Pert fits the theme. Yeah, exactly. And I don't feel like they're going to do another, you know, non-codex chapter. I don't think they're going to do another non-codex chapter Primarch right away. Like, you know how they did Gilliman and then the Lion? I think they'll do a codex compliant chapter Primarch next. And the one that fits the most is Dorn. For, you know, both in terms of what's going on in the setting right now, and also in terms of, like, just, you know, setting up, you know, Primarchs who can defend the Imperium properly. In before it's Corvus Corax, I kind of pitch a bitch fit. They shouldn't bring him back until Lorgar returns.
Ahead. That is where Cadians consolidate their forces.
I love my little turret. He's so useful.
What do you say to a friendly competition?
Hello there.
Hey, GDI Harvester, how you doing? Wow, just fucking obliterated that guy. I've not used any ammo, okay. Yeah, I might actually give the hard difficulty one a go if it's this easy to kill things. This is nothing. This is actually just a cakewalk. It's not even a contest.
Gunstrike ready to deploy.
Like, I haven't even fired my damn bolter all that much. I've just been using my shoulder gun.
Just so Corvus can keep bullying Logar.
Yeah, exactly. He wakes up, he bullies Lorgar. He goes to work, he bullies Lorgar.
You're surrounded and outmanned.
He realizes he's becoming a giant eldritch crow monster, he bullies Lorgar.
The cathedral gates must be shut if we're to hold on to this sector. Defend the generator until we have enough power to close the gates.
Alright, here we go.
They cannot be allowed to fail.
Leave the generators to us. They shall not fall.
I kind of want him to jump up here just so I don't miss out on the pickups, because the only way I'm getting more ammo is from, yeah, oh, hold on. Up there.
Targeted requires maintenance. Servo gun is fully operational. Servo gun engaged.
Ah, he got a call off, damn it.
We have a quarter of the energy we need. Halfway there, my lords.
There's a lot of pickups too, actually.
Sector Epsilon is being overrun.
Oh shit. Okay, my turret will handle things here.
Xenos are clawing through the Epsilon generators.
It should have been the Lorgar larceny. That's a pretty good one, actually.
Oh. 75% capacity.
Just keep coming.
Xenos Alpha beasts eradicated. Refreshing armaments.
Grab ammo box as much as you can. They restore. Oh, they restore my grenades. Okay.
Attacking the generators near the gates. Cycling cartridges. Munitions replenished. Almost there, my
Oh,
lord.
hold up.
Just a few more megatons needed.
Nope.
Have enough power to shut the gates.
Okay, doors are closed.
I heard tales of the prowess of the Ultramarines. Never
The Aurelian apostasy is the more accurate name. You know what? Not wrong. Not wrong. You know what?
Meridian, I have deployed a Redemptor Dreadnought in your vicinity. Let the infantry defend the stronghold. Rendezvous with the Dreadnought and drive...
Granted, that was only because the Emperor told Lorgar to stop over and over again, so maybe not.
Best chance we can give the Cadians to
Yeah,
control
people
the
really
city.
forget that. I really hate the fact that Ricky told that lie that the only reason the Emperor cared about Lorgar turning people religious was because he was conquering worlds too slow. Like, that's a fucking lie. That's how he noticed something was up. And when they investigated, he found out Lorgar was converting whole worlds to religion. The religion thing was absolutely the reason he did what he did at Monarchia, and honestly, he was entirely justified.
Sons have taken the cathedral.
The heretics profaned the ecclesiarchy complex with a warp rift. Hallowed brother, how fares your approach to the cathedral? I am new. Some chasm stands between us.
Ah, Dreadbro. Good to have you back. Life without Dreadbro is certainly boring.
My orders indicate an allied presence. Well met, brothers. Squad Viridian...
By the way, I hear one of Pert's first actions is bullying Abaddon.
Waste no time, brothers.
Listen, I'm gonna have to read about that, because I'm gonna have to read that up, or like find the lore on the new releases. Because that sounds hilarious. Look, I like Abaddon. Abaddon does not get a fair shake from a lot of people in the fandom. There's a lot of memes about him that are just not true, that people think are canon. Or just outright falsehoods that people believe. But let me tell you, man, that's funny.
I can restore this sentry to operational status.
The Emperor protects!
Activating Tarantula sentry gun.
Here, guardsman.
Brothers, together we go. They just keep coming.
Heretics. The Imperium demands your death. The Honored Dreadnought is an unstoppable force.
Dreadnoughts are so fucking cool. I made a Black Templar list recently that has 2 Brutalis in it. I actually kind of want to play it, even though we're still in 10. Uh-oh. Okay, stopped him.
Formidable tyranny organism terminate. Traitor leader terminated. Servo gun is fully operational.
Hey, Whimsical, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. Happy to have you here. We are We've moved on from the previous topic. We are now purging heresy.
Cycling cartridges. Your stratagems are ingeniously.
You know, technically, you could probably play this now. Oh wait,
If only Lorgar had converted to the cult mechanicum.
I could not bear to spend time away from the chapter.
you know what? I'm kind of glad he didn't. Also, Salt, that's right. First of all, hey Salt, how you doing? The moment I get a minute, I'll give you a shout out. But until then, I will just say you probably could. You probably could play this now. Wait. Salt, do you have an SSD? I forgot. I think you still have an a regular hard drive. You still don't have an SSD? You might not be able to then. I think this game absolutely requires one.
Flank and support the Redemptor Dreadnought. Honest gun available.
Oh yeah, the grenade launcher one-shots him. I love that. No, you don't.
Inserting fresh magazines.
Uh-oh. Okay, he got interrupted. This is actually criminally easy right now. This really is an apology for last week.
Chapter's armory is a sight to behold.
You bully two hellbrutes on your hard run. I believe it when it's like this. You wouldn't roll with random dudes anyway because you know your load times. I mean, that's true. You can get an SSD on eBay for relatively cheap. I haven't been pricing them, honestly. Only problem with eBay is return policy if it fucks up. Hey Bo, which Loyal Superior Space Marine chapter would you see as the strongest? Grey Knights, Ultramarines, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, or Salamanders? Honestly, in terms of that's really a toss-up, honestly.
Ready to advance.
Oh, there's Native Joker. Okay. Honestly, that's a pretty good question. I don't really have an answer for it. Wow, so much shit spawned, my game is lagging. Oh my god.
The Redemptor Dreadnought is taking fire. Attackers expunged.
Yeah, you know what? I've not seen a single health kit drop this whole time.
Righteous starlight.
Okay, that turret's handling that. Armor boost, I'll take that. Health kit's kind of rare. Yeah, I was kind of figuring that. Oh, that's the Hellbrute. We didn't even get to do a finisher on it. It just died.
Their deception is crumbling. Heretic commander eliminated.
Yeah, that door is gonna drop. That gate's gonna drop any minute now. There we go.
Let nothing stand
Okay, you ready for Dread Bro to smack a demon engine around again? And boom. Every time it's hilarious. Oh, that's a health kit, thank God. Not grenades, I'll take that.
This is Archdeacon Zonia. I am hidden inside the cathedral. Heretics stormed this sanctum and slaughtered my garrison of Kid.
Viridian, gather the explosive charges and place them.
All right. Spit your shit, Dread Bro. Oh. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, he got it. Okay. Space Wolves never gave a shit about the Codex as well. That is true. Hi. You've made a grave error. I can't hit that guy, shit. Where? Oh. Okay, he's got the bomb.
Cast this desecrated sanctorium down. Bury these heretics so they never see starlight again.
Trigger the charges and advance to the egress point before the cathedral falls.
Black Templars most likely have the most Marines out of any chapter. They've got over 10,000 Marines.
I am grateful for your offer, Ancient One. But my place is here. I will speak prayers of consecration over the cathedral's final moments.
The choice is the Archdeacon's to make.
Empty your guns. We'll be teleported. Oh.
Stall the traitors' attack. The demolition charges will do the rest.
Baggers dumpers.
Inserting fresh magazines.
The heretics are everywhere.
You get to farm damage in that last part. It's great.
It was a challenge to keep pace with your ancient brother. Disruption successful. Viridian, return to the Resilient for rearmament and prepare for your next deployment.
Remember, guys, that was just a gas leak. The Inquisition said so. Didn't they make up some shit about an eternal crusade so they can have as many space marines as they want? Okay, Chaka, let me give you the lore on that. If a space marine chapter is crusading, if they're like on crusade, they can recruit as many Astartes as they want so they don't die of attrition, right? They can go over the 1,000 marine limit. The Black Templars abuse this loophole so that they're always on crusade. So they just keep recruiting Marines more and more and more, and they've got like 10,000 Marines minimum in the whole chap. Again, that's minimum. It's not accounting for crusades that may not be listed in the lore. Yay! New rarity available. I've got that weapon upgraded to upgraded to orange. All right. Just buy all these. I'll work on the fencing one first. What is the okay? Well, okay. What do these look like? Yeah, I'll go with that look, but I want to go with that skin. There we go. And for my other loadouts, I got these perks. What does this do? Range damage at ranges greater than 20 meters increased by 25%. That's not bad, actually. I'm kind of, I'll unlock it, but I'm kind of liking the, the equipment thing I'm doing right now. Oh, wait, I know. Sniper turret. Wait, no, or maybe plasma. You know what? I'll go with the one that targets a single dangerous enemies. Yeah. And let's see. Take that. Yeah, there we go. What would be considered a normal Marine count for a Legion? Well, some Legions were like as low as a few hundred at one point, or as as high as hundreds of thousands. Okay, I'm going to attempt hard mode. If I can't find any randos to do hard mode, then I'll just do other stuff and I'll switch off. Well, maybe I'll stick with Tech Marine. Maybe I'll actually prestige it tonight. I don't know. I'll have to see. Come on. Oh, damn it. I think, fuck. Oh, you know, I may just go solo and see how well I do. Fuck it. Reminds me there's some female tech priests, some of which are still lookers even with all the Augs. Good example is the one Kane became friends with in his books. Yo, Adam Fire, he became more than friends with her. They were fucking. They were fucking. Kane smashed a tech priest. Yes, he did. This was before, granted, this was before he met Amberly, though. The third Kane book is a prequel.
Our forces never reached their objective at the Ecclesiarchy Cathedral. Reports suggest that they are overwhelmed by
What I think will be shown at the Gundam conference on Friday. I think they're definitely going to show Seed Freedom Zero. They'll probably also preview the next Gundam anime. I can see that happening.
Major Kiva of the 22nd Company on the battlefield. Repel the Xenos. Eradicate the traitor forces.
Avarax will not fall on our watch.
Sniped.
You are receiving this. The swarm is consuming our position. We cannot hold the cathedral. Incoming signal is clogged by interference. Astartes unit receiving KD. Speak. Ultramarines, praise the Emperor. The Xenos were on us so fast. They tore right through us.
Where will we find Major Kiva?
The Xenos got him. Major Kiva is gone. He transferred command to me. I am Commander Hotel, 22nd Company. It is my duty to secure the Cathedral Gate Station as our fallback point.
Focus fire and stand fast, Commander. We are on our way.
Gundam X high grades are making your wallet cry. I mean, they're Gundam X high grades, man. They don't make a lot of them.
Replenishing ordnance. Minor organism spotted. Larger Xenos will not be far.
Oh shit.
Servo harness gun available. Brother, adjust your ocular module. Fresh ammunition acquired. Automatic weaponry engaged.
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
Elector, they utilize visual deception to hide the ambush. Limited material language. Refreshing armor.
Now where is that Carnifex? Oh, there he is. Hi.
Warning.
Whoa. Oh, Jesus.
Into the fray, Meridian.
Ow. And he's dead.
Processes have ceased. Fresh ammunition acquired. Frag detonator out.
Like, so shit still hurts, but, you know, because I'm low level, but I can do this.
Munitions replenished. Psychic organism purged.
Ugh. Auspex scan coming in clutch. Yeah, it really is.
Gun strike ready to deploy.
At least ammo's plentiful.
Cyclic cartridges.
You loyalist? Yes, I am a loyalist. Damn proud of it. Still bothers me that guard only has company regiments organized in the codex. It's weird. Huh. Hey, Ramen, how you doing? Oh. Well, how'd he get an execute on him? I thought he couldn't execute things.
Ahead. That is where
Oh.
Cadians consolidate their
Oh, he picked up the health kit. I needed that. I'm literally at like a quarter health.
Steady those shots! Quit staring and keep working.
Sanguinius main? Yeah, I'm a, thanks man. I am a Black Templar main. Whoa, ow. Oh, oh. Oh no. Here we go. We got your shock grenades. I'll take those. Whoa.
Servo gun is fully operational.
So the items just dropping out of the spore mines is hilarious to me. I don't know why. It's like MMO loot logic applied to a 40K game. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the heavy bolt rifle. I need an apothecary. Yes, I do. I've taken a grievous wound.
Honored Ultramarines, this is Commander Ota. We're surrounded and outmanned. We're in urgent need of your assistance.
Your need aligns with our objectives, Commander.
Okay, I'm going to that.
Shut if we're to hold on to this sector. Defend the generating units until we have enough power to close the gates. They cannot be allowed to fail.
Leave the generators to us. They shall not fall. Cycling cartridges. The generators are being attacked from the air.
Okay. It's nice fighting alongside the Lehman Russes.
5% capacity. Power reservoir at 50% capacity. Xenos attack the lambda generators.
Ah, shit. Yeet. They're dead.
Power reservoir at 75% capacity. Replenishing ordnance. A large swarm is attacking the generators near the gates.
Got to care of them. I'm now out of grenades.
Refreshing ordnance. Walking in hand.
We only need a sliver more. Follow us, sir. We have enough power to shut the gates.
All the Imperium hardware looks good. It really does. No.
Inserting fresh magazines. Servo harness gun available. I heard tales of the prowess of the Ultramarines.
I never expected to see it with my own eyes.
I will commend you to your regiment's high command. You and your soldiers fought well. Viridian, I have deployed a Redemptor dreadnought in your vicinity.
The Space Marines hate humans, literally praising the combat capabilities of mortal soldiers.
This is the best chance we
Do
can get
tourists
to
really?
control this sector.
Do tourists really?
For the All-Father! For the Emperor! For the... Changing magazine! flight vector. The Hilldrake is leaving. Maintain defensive positions around these generators.
Cough, cough, salamander. Not just salamanders. A lot of chapters really do respect humans.
Current position, Brother Voltus.
But they have more respect for humans that stand and fight for what's theirs than ones who would, cower and need to be rescued. Which, I can, with the shit going on in the Imperium, I get that,
Orders indicating Allied presence. Mates, focus. These heretics dare to attack Voltus. Waste no time, brothers. More killing awaits us. We are in alignment. Plotting convergence trajectories.
This is the kind of point I think the Guard provide a point of reference for our world against the Lord. Yeah, for like, it's like this is the shit the Imperium puts up with on a given Tuesday. Oh, my armor's gone. I'm on 1 hit point in a dream right now. Nope. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Shit. I was literally on 1 HP in a dream back there. Unfortunate.
Most efficient rescue, brother.
Wait, no.
Acquired additional resources.
Back at full ammo.
Activating tarantula sentry gun.
Cultus is gonna be smug after that one. He immediately fucking died, so it's not like he has a chance to be. He got to be smug for like 5 seconds until my buddy smeared him across the pavement.
Such slaughter. Silence the enemies before the call for aid was stopped. This tarantula is still metalworking.
Now, let's go. Let's go.
Targeting requires maintenance. Cycling cartridge
Okay, those biggins are fucking dead. Uh-oh.
is terminating if detected.
Never mind, he's dead too.
Munitions replenished. Servo gun is fully operational.
The items back here, no.
No turning back.
Getting really good luck right now. Yeah, I noticed because I'm actually under leveled to be doing this, but the modifiers make it doable just because all the enemies are just as squishy as I am.
Cannot withstand my might. We are getting closer. Find a way to join the dreadnought.
I'm locking in a little bit. If I'm not talking much, that's why.
We must find another way to the cathedral.
$5 fucking. You telling me you don't have $5 for my content?
God damn it, Ash. I know exactly what you're quoting, and I'd rather die than say something like that. Like, in all seriousness, I'd rather die. Look, I've got like links and shit to donate, donate to, oh god. Donate to, like, or tip me and stuff. I don't even like having them up. I only have them, basically you convinced me to put them on. Oh no, oh boy. That guy ate shit.
Gunstrike ready to deploy.
I don't know, I'm not dying to melee to these guys. Oh. Oh, thank God. A fucking medkit dropped. You need to donate to me one of these days? Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest. I have those links there. You don't gotta do it. Like, you don't. It's cool. Oh. Like you don't gotta. I don't need it or nothing. Uh oh.
As you will it, ancient brother. We will defend you.
Oh, okay, that was scary. Uh oh.
Massacre these heretics before the surrounding protocols complete.
Oh boy, another boss. Stay behind cover. Stay behind cover. That was a bunch of his health. Okay, he's dead. Uh-oh. Die, 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 die! Okay. Armor. Okay. Get my homie up. There. Ow.
Fresh ammunition acquired.
He's going for that med kit, isn't he? Oh no, he's not. Hold on.
Organic systems critical. Nothing can stand in the way of such overwhelming strength.
Oh my. There's a fucking another. Fuck it. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm gonna die. 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 Nope. 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 Okay. That's a perfect example of e-begging. No, I'm telling people not to. I'm telling people not to.
Ultramarines, praise the Emperor.
I actually don't like e-begging.
This is Archdeacon Zonir. I am hidden in
Oh,
Slaughtered
yeah.
my garrison of Cadians.
Oh God, I have 195-second respawn.
Cadian troops left behind heavy
Oh, I've never read the post before that one.
Alas,
Bad Bunny said that one of the past streams was rightly called out on. Oh, okay, my bad. I was locked in, missed what you were saying. While the Imperium isn't afraid to make sacrifice, the Guard is a very flexible force. Typically, attrition is not their first pick unless you're Krieg or Valhalla. I mean, not even then. It really is just certain commanders are like that. Stop that guy. Okay, they stopped him. The Venn diagram of annoying people and people known as Bad Bunny are a circle. It's just a circle. Yeah, it really is. That's one.
Blasting charges in position.
How's our other guy doing? Oh, he's doing okay. I'll be back in 52 seconds. I hope they hold out.
They slayed one of us. No more.
Uh-oh, Moon Meat Wolf died.
Alone. This was always my fate. Heretic witch.
Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, I hope it doesn't spawn me in an awkward spot and I just fucking die. That would be the worst.
It's imperative that we place the charges.
We're working on it, bro. We're working on it. Oh, God.
Plug the charges now.
Okay.
Your targeting requires maintenance. Restoring sentry to battle.
This'll distract him.
Demolition charge secured. Mindset.
Yeah, we only need to set one more. Oh, that's a health kit. That's a health kit. He's got it. And there's a wave coming. All right. I'm heading to the door.
Explosive charges properly positioned. Rendezvous with Brother Boltus.
Oh boy, here they come.
Sanctorium down. Bury these heretics, so they never see starlight again.
Trigger the charges and advance to the egress point before the cathedral falls. Priest, follow in my wake, and you'll survive this day.
I am grateful for your offer, John. But my place is here. I will speak prayers of consecration over the cathedral's final moments.
The Archdeacon has chosen her fate. Stall the traitors' attack. The demolition charges will do the rest.
Oh, shit. 2, 1. We got it.
Traitors and heretics, crumble.
Now I'm watching this thing crumble, man. We earned it.
Allied brother, to witness your battle prowess is a privilege. Disruption successful. Viridian, return to the Resilient for rearmament and prepare for your next deployment.
Thoughts on the Miasman Red Scowls? I have no idea who they are. I've never heard that name before. Fun fact, in a real-world peer-level conflict, the U.S. Army estimates the life expectancy of an infantryman is 30 minutes. 15 hours is generous. Oh, that's interesting. Granted, I chalk that up to the fact that the guys who write Warhammer 40,000 are not military people as well. That's a factor to take in. As much as I love Gaunt's Ghosts, describe the ranking structure of the Tanith First and Only to anybody who knows the like military ranking, and they'll probably have an aneurysm. Ooh, okay. Okay. Wow, okay, that was my first that was my first ultra high level mission. Nice. All right. I don't pretend to not play this game casually, so yeah. It was... Which one are we working on? Right, Thousand Suns. We're working our way toward the Thunderhammer. Okay. Damn it, short. At least I done did it? Yeah. I done diddly done it. I unlocked a new helm. Gonna be honest, I don't know about having him unhelmeted like that. I kind of like having the helmets, you know, their helmets on. The helmet stays on. Yeah, we'll keep this helmet. Did I unlock another new backpack? I did. Honestly, I'm kind of preferring... Yeah, that's the Prestige 4 one. Kind of preferring this one, honestly. Red Scouts are a guard regiment that live on the interlocked space station that is around a gas giant and use it to fuel their flamethrowers. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting idea. What else was I working on unlocking? I'm not, okay, I haven't got the flamethrower leveled up yet. There's something else, there was another gun I was working on that I didn't have unlocked yet. Was this? No. Was it this? No. I think it might have been the flamer. All right, you know what I'm gonna level up? I know I'm gonna play for once Sniper. I never play Sniper. Their flamers are powered by promethium and it stinks to high hell and they're called the fire skunks. That's cool. I've never heard of this. I've never heard of these guys. I've never heard of these guys, but I like the idea. Do I do ruthless or maybe I'll do ruthless. I'm in the general thing with it. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. You think they're from 8th? You know what? I'm gonna look into them now after this. That's an interesting idea. You're using PC, so playing sniper can't be that bad. Well, okay, Super Jesse. Here's the problem. I suck at aiming. That's the problem.
Swapping out my fine scout spotted.
Uh-oh. There we go. All right, let's go. I should learn to aim from the aiming community. No, I refuse to cheat. I refuse to cheat. Oh shit.
Considering my aim, you are also testing the strength of your spine.
And I'm already almost dead. Cheaters always win. Yeah, but how about this? Winners never cheat. How about that? How about that for you? Eh? Eh?
Objective on the other side. Your aim tries actions. This infestation has persisted for too long.
At the holdout, searching for ordnance. The Munitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards. Locate enough to demolish the bridge.
Ow.
They seek to choke our rivers with their dead.
Bless this detonator.
Damn it.
What supports still require preparation? Explosive offering prepared.
They better not think I'm off mission. I'm fighting for my fucking life over here. Okay.
Prime and waiting.
At least I got my health back up. Oh.
Brothers, tell me which supports still require explosives.
Wired for detonation. Trap is set, Captain.
Nope.
The Hive Tyrant will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge.
Okay, if you're not gonna pick it up, I'll pick it up.
Colossus into the kill zone.
I'm just trying to be a good battle brother. What's this? Oh. I'll take those. Aimbotting doesn't save you when the horde's in your face? Yeah, exactly. They ditched me? No. They didn't ditch me. I was just busy. I'm just gonna gut that man like a fish.
this?
Oh, we got the armory data. Nice.
Our orders are clear. Advance. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Yeah, my sniper, Death Watch, by the way, is a member of the Hospitallers. Those are the chapter colors on his little badge there, or on his on the thing on his shoulder, because the actual shoulder is covered by cloak.
Astartes! We were not expecting such illustrious company. We've got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
Not anymore. The Hive Tyrant is heading this way.
That's news. Without armor support to tackle a target that big, we may have to bring down the supply bridge.
Way ahead of you.
Is this a withdrawal order?
Negative.
Is the cloak just a piece of cloth, or does it do shit? It's a chameleon-line cloak, so it allows you to go stealth.
Understood, my lord. May the Emperor guide our lasguns to your support.
Incoming!
Ready up, Eighth. Show the
Oh, which way are they coming from?
what we are
Oh.
made of. Eyes up! They're trying to surround us on the roofs.
Filthy Xenos are above us.
Stacking up. Get up.
The Hive Tyrant is on its way, but it is a horde of Xenos between you and it. They're over the walls. Let us punish them for it.
Active camouflage charge.
Don't let up! They're still coming! Pay its attention. That is moving to intercept. I will apply the more pressure and send them sprawling back into dust.
Oh, they're coming from behind. Oh shit. Okay.
They're over the walls. Let us punish them for it. Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos leader beast will be in visual range shortly.
Let's get ammo.
Miss this massive eyesore.
I've never seen such an atrocity.
Hold. Give the Hive beast a moment. Detonate the charges now.
Stealth ready.
Man, listen, I love the moxie that one guardsman. I just heard him say he saw the Hive Tyrant and was like, "Come on, we can take him."
Die, beast.
I fucking love humanity so much, man. Like nothing gets us down.
It is not dead. Enlighten us, Lord Titus. The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay. Reports confirm the lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion is still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. Message received. Kill the bastard more.
Listen, if you didn't kill it the first time, kill it another time. And just keep killing it till it stops being alive.
Look, the rubble is shifting down there.
Let's see if gene seeds is spawning, because it's valuable.
Zoanthrope approaching.
Okay, it's Butt Buddies upstairs, so...
Active camouflage charged.
Got him.
Let us terrorize it in our pursuit.
Catching up.
Pursue and eliminate. We will not have a better opportunity to finish it off.
Hey, man, let's get... Hey, Jerry. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade.
Munitions here.
Hold on, getting ammo. Unfortunately, this gun does not have a lot of ammo. But yeah, Jerry, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Crusade. How you doing? A little locked in at the moment. I do apologize for that. Go be a Tyranid somewhere else.
If that thing can still move like that, I doubt we can head it off.
Good to go. For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Tell us a report.
Yeah, we got myself, a Hospitaller Death Watch. We got a White Scar, and we've got a Lamenter. A Lamenter Death Company at that.
Is that thing leading us into the dead zone?
The devious tricks of this creature will not deter us.
Stims ejected.
Oh, well, they're not gonna take him. I'll take it.
The foolish beast thinks it will escape above ground, but it will not evade my reach.
Okay, we've already got the weapon data, so I'm just gonna check here just in case there's gene seed that spawned. There is not. Okay. Wait, do we have it already? Oh, we have it already. Never mind. We one of these guys already picked it up.
Precisely what we needed.
All right, boss time.
Do not get turned around.
Done running, alien trespass. The Emperor demands your purgation.
Whoa! Oh shit! Nope! Oh, you should have. Oh, here come his buddies.
Active camouflage charged. Their numbers are no match for ours.
Oh no! Oh!
Stealth ready.
Oh boy!
Sending my orders. Emilio
Rejoice! We have more punishment.
Reload again for the last wave.
Feels like those newer folks look much worse.
Uh-oh. Nope. Oh.
Emilio line will ready.
Nope. Nope.
Active camouflage charge.
Oh. Got him. Killing blow and everything. Only missed 75% of my shots. Hey, Brecken. Hey, Brecken, how you doing? How's your evening? Hope you're having a good evening. All right, oh, yeah, 3,000. That's good. Where's the end of match music? We have almost unlocked the gold tier of snipers. You're fine? How am I doing? I'm doing just peachy. Ranted about stupid people a little bit in the 40K community earlier. Now we're just playing Space Marine 2. I unlocked a helmet. Hold on. I don't know. I like the beak. I like the beaky helm more. Audio glitch? Yeah, that's what I figured. Sounds like a normal day. Yeah. Yeah, normal enough. You know what? Okay, let's do another one on that difficulty. That's a good place, I think. Let's see. Oh, you can actually build for melee. That's interesting. You know what? I feel like being able to revive people and go stealth doing it is I feel like it's a little better. What's this? Be a little stealth shit. All right. Do we want to do a random mission or do we want to do a specific one?
Cyclonic warheads armed and on standby.
You know what? I haven't done this one on this difficulty yet, so you know what? Yeah. Yeah, I upped the, technically I lowered the difficulty. The hardest difficulty I've done is absolute, which I did earlier for the weekly thing. I'm doing a ruthless right now because I'm leveling up sniper, and I've yet to get sniper to max level, so I'm finishing off sniper. Yawning a little bit.
Scans show the Tyranid numbers growing exponentially. Retaking
All
those
right.
sectors is a lost cause. Bombardment from orbit risks collateral damage, so we need a more targeted approach. Commandeer a Nova Cannon implosive warhead from the Navy supplies in the Astra Militarum depot and deliver the payload by rail. We shall collapse the superstructure from below.
1,000,000 tons of plastic shall rain down on their wretched carapaces.
Rely on Auspex readings. The battle disturbs Avarax's arid landscape. Dust schools can arise with little warning. If conditions obscure the path, look for the flashing guideposts.
Okay. I want to see if I can find the armory data here.
Atmospheric conditions have
I kind of need the gold quality armory data.
Once what it is clear.
I know it can spawn in one of these side rooms up ahead here.
Their numbers are no match for our trade.
Updating emission log to reflect continuous atmospheric irritation.
There we go. There's apparently Majoris still out there somewhere. Nope.
Rain Tyranid onslaught. The dust storm has settled. Active camouflage charge. Tyranids have no mind for tactics.
Oh shit.
Ameliolite.
Another bloody sandstorm.
Ameliolite cloak ready. A most impressive cleansing, brother.
Oh, we got a player. Okay. DJ1 zombie.
Finally through that damn grate.
Uh-oh. God damn it, Adam Fire. Is it here? No. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Xenos may seek to use this to their advantage.
Primary in focus.
Hey, come on, DJ Zombie, get up here.
Do not waste time. Rally on me.
Okay.
Thank the throne for this sturdy shelter.
Data slate, no armory data. What I need though is I need ammo. I've got 5 shots in my las cannon right now, or my las fusel.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor! An heirloom of the Reclusium. This
I'll
could
take
alter
that.
the course of our battle. What's on fire, brother? Do I resemble a foe? No!
Okay, here we are.
Lieutenant, we have arrived at the ammo dump.
Activate the quartermaster's console away from the machine spirit. Instructed to load the implosive warhead onto the train and assist it when necessary.
I need ammo. I need ammo nation.
And take the Nova Cannon implosive warhead inside.
Camelio line cloak ready. Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
Yeah, C3 is whoa.
Activate that console.
Which one is C? B, A. So it's over here.
Neutralized. Obtaining armaments.
Looks like I'm getting the aim of that gun down. Yeah, I kind of wish the Bolt Sniper's legendary weapon wasn't so poopy. It only has 6 shots like total in reserve,
I will be your operator.
and the key is that you gotta hit headshots. But I'm not that good a shot.
Unseen, I stalk my target. Synaptic servant slaughtered.
Okay, B3, so that's this way.
The machine spirit requires its rights.
Yeah, we gotta baby the machine spirit.
Beginning operation.
Because, if we don't tuck it in and tell it the right bedtime story, it's not gonna want to fucking do what it wants to do. Or do what it has to do, rather.
Stealth ready.
am missing parries on those guys, seriously.
Transit Quartermaster. Provide your command authorization to dispatch payload to the supply queue.
Nova Cannon implosive warhead requisitioned, Lieutenant. Good. Escort the payload to the train.
Depot blueprints reveal a lift that should take us to the station.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
So we got a Salamander, a Blood Angel, and myself. Again, the Hospitaller Death Watch. And we're all shaking hands. Nice. Okay. Yeah,
I am not target practice.
Oh, there it is.
Weapon schematics procured.
Now all we need is a boss to spawn and we'll get a 2. Which is good. I'm trying to stock up on these things now. Ow. Oh, Storm's here. I can't see shit.
No storm will delay our vengeance.
And die. How big are Tyranid warriors? Well, a Space Marine is over 7 feet tall, and a Tyranid warrior is the size of, if not a little taller than a Space Marine. So, over 7 feet? They're pretty big.
Cross here.
That's fucking terrifying. Yeah, no, the Tyranids are terrifying.
Atmospheric conditions have returned to normal.
Tyranids are just terrifying. I mean, like, they're not even from our galaxy. Shaq would be the height of a Tyranid warrior. Yeah, exactly.
Do I resemble a foe? No. We cannot backtrack. And now a train terminal transcends to become the barrel of a bolter.
Shaq would beat the Tyranids. Yeah, listen. Wait, was it Shaq that, took on Godzilla in a basketball match and won?
Is required to commence.
Was that Shaq? I don't remember.
I will see it through.
But if worse comes to worse, he could just do the Chaos Dunk, and that would kill all the Tyranids and everybody within several light years.
I am a phantom of death.
Tyrannies have no right to tactics.
Active camouflage charged.
You think elephants are around 8 feet? You can't imagine a Tyranid warrior that big? Well, they are. They're that big and they're hungry.
They shall not
And
They're
now
hungry
I
and they-
wonder how big Shaq would be if he became a Marine.
You know what? Okay, but here's the thing though. He would become a Marine like as a kid before, assumedly, he grew to be 7'1". So I don't think it was, he'd probably still be pretty tall for a Marine, but not like fucking what, 16 feet tall or something like that, if that's what you're thinking. You know, it'd be like that one Imperial Fist who's a manlet. Why is my game slowing down all of a sudden?
I am not target practice. Before it summons reinforcements.
He's got that under control.
Departmental Editorial Weapons Transfer 3639 loading complete. Manifest updated.
Synaptic servant slot. Active camouflage charged. Amelio line cloak activated. Inserting fresh magazine. Stealth ready. I am a phantom of death.
You think 40K is the only fictional universe you don't want to live in? Nah, I do want to live here. You want to know why? And I said this last night. It's not real. And because it's not real, you can be whatever the fuck you want in it.
Fester and rot. Xenos abomination.
Like I don't have to, like, I have to, oh shit, hold on.
Remain on guard. Amelio line cloak ready.
I'm out of sniper ammo, but we got one of the guys. We got one of the ball sacks. Yeah, it's a fictional universe. I have no reason not to want to live in it. Yeah, because when it comes to fictional universes, you literally make the terms by which you live there. There's way worse settings than 40K as well. Yeah, 40K does not have some magical, you know, ownership of the concept of worst, most violent fictional setting ever. If I'm gonna be honest, the worst setting to live in would be World of Warcraft. That one is worse to live in than 40K.
Tyranids have no vibrant tactics. We stand triumphant over
Okay.
Tyranids. Active camouflage charged. Primary on site. Munitions here.
Dead Space would be worse. Honestly, yeah, Dead Space would be worse. There's no hope of surviving in Dead Space, like, ever, at all. You're just gonna end up getting eaten by the Brethren Moons no matter what happens, because you can't beat them. Oh.
Stay close and sharp. For the Emperor!
Nah, you'd win. I mean, honestly, that's the best attitude to have.
The warhead is ready to go. Good. Deploy it.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh. Where are my frame rates going again? Okay, here we go. And die.
Adjusting our tactics to overcome. Talasa, I have multiple swarms moving to your location. You have their attention. Deal with them swiftly. I will not get another shot at this.
One moment, everyone.
Requisition a motive engine.
No, it's not. My temperature's fine. My computer temperature's fine. Okay, here they come.
Defend the train immediately.
Die. Oh shit. Okay.
Stealth ready.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why my game is running like this right now.
Link your armor to the Mechanicus device. You will need to keep close proximity to the charging station until the reset is complete.
Oh, it's on this side. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Well, that's going on. Let me check something real quick. Balance off. Oh wait, why is my quality preset on ultra? That's the problem. High. Ultra. Shit. Get off! That was the problem. My graphics reset to ultra for some fucking reason. That'll do it. Yeah, no, I deserve getting laughed at for that. At least it's not like the time when fucking Mecha Break crashed my stream from being set on ultra. Oh, okay. Time to launch the train.
Emilio line cloak activated. Bomb is away.
For the Emperor!
All right, y'all kids like nuclear explosions?
Detonation in
Oh, you were
5.
laughing at the panic. You know what? Understandable. It was pretty fun. Here comes the sun. Doo doo doo
No
doo.
mercy for any that would desecrate the Emperor's domain. No Xenos bioscans. Mission successful, Talasa. Return to the battle match.
I'm gonna have to ensure those resetting the graphics, you know, stuck after doing that. Oh, we found the Gene Seed 2. Very nice. 3,000 experience. Oh, okay. I capped out. Very nice. I capped out and I got the last level on the sniper unlocked. Should give Phobos classes a Space Marine scout look. You know what? Oh, it didn't. Fuck, it didn't take. Hold on. You know what though? That's not a bad idea, actually. Oh. There we go. That would not be a bad idea, like a scout, Space Marine scout look. Okay. Yeah. I need to unlock what, 3 more to get the hammer? Yeah. All right, and the appearance we're gonna go with, how blingy do we want our sniper? You know what, that works fine. That works fine. Okay, you know what we're gonna do immediately? We're not even gonna bother unlocking the last thing. We're going to prestige this shit straight away. When Camo Cloak activates, you become invulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. Performing a kill with a secondary weapon restores 50% of your primary weapon's ammo. That's actually really good. Equipment, no. That, we'll go with that. Okay. And now the next level, the next weapon we're gonna max is the bolt sniper. You think Jesse lost it? I think he likes trains, is what I'm getting, is what I'm picking up. Actually, hold on. Where's the Phobos prestige shoulder? Prestige level 2, prestige level 3. 14 missions, 14 missions, 7 missions. Oh, it's this one. You know what? We'll wear that shoulder. We'll fly the chapter colors. Once we also unlocked some armor as well. Right, we unlocked new shoulder pads. I think? Hold on. Did we? Oh, no, wait, I think I know what we unlocked. I think we unlocked, hold on. Oh, we unlocked an arm? I think we unlocked an, wait, hold on. Trying to figure out what the fuck we unlocked. It's not like I'm even gonna use it because Death Watch, but yeah. Actually, let's look at our chest pieces real quick. Yeah, I like this. This looks good. Squats used to have armored war trains. Yeah, I remember that. And we're using bolt sniper now? Yeah. Actually, hold on. What other cape options do I have? Might want to change how my cape looks. Hold on. Remember, everyone, Space Barbies is like 50% of the experience playing Space Marine 2. Or for that matter, any Space Marine game. I don't like the full. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'll wear the Salamanders one just because it's like, you know, like some kind of alien monster that I skinned alive. Yeah, no, I'll stay with the basic cloak. What about backpacks? I'll stick with that. No capes? Yeah, okay, but I need that cape. It's how I stay invisible. All right, I've got like 300 points now. What do I want to unlock? Like what weapon? I've got all the ones I really want, so from here on out, it's all like, you know, just, it's not stuff I need, it's stuff I want. Maybe you know what? Maybe I'll grab some armor instead. That would be neat. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm gonna get some armor. You know what? See what my options are. You see that Bungie lost $765 million? Yes, I saw that. That is laughably bad. Like, that's actually just the worst case scenario. Mark 7 Laurel. Corvus Veteran. You know what? I'm going to hold on to my, those points for now. I'm not going to use them just yet. Okay. You know what? All right. Everyone hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. Hold up a minute. All right. All right. Hang on, everyone. Hang on. All right. I'm done for the night. I'm sending y'all to watch Iron Elf. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be figuring out what I'm doing tomorrow ahead of time. You'll all find out in the Discord. I'll post about it on Twitter, etc., etc. Hope y'all have a good evening, everyone. Yeah, take care. Have a good evening. And yeah, later.